Hi guys, welcome to Share Finance and thank you for tuning in. So basically I'm going to explain you today how did I buy a house investment and pay for 2 years, not just one but 2 years of my 8 months old childcare. So if you want to know simply, like now I'm going to explain you how did I do it, but if you want to know exactly like in a 2 minute step how did I do it, don't hesitate to go to about 7 minutes of the video, and there I will explain you in 2 minutes how I did it. But now I'm just going to go into detail. So basically, about 8 months ago, I just have had a beautiful little daughter, and I know that from that point, I needed to go to pay for childcare. I am right now on maternity leave, and I know that I knew at the time when I had my baby that I was going to go back on. I was going to go back in work, and I was going to go back to work in about like few months time. So I was just thinking, okay, I will need to pay to childcare, and I realized that then childcare will literally cost me £900 a month. So £900 a month for 2 years. And then I thought, wow, that's a lot of money. It's going to be about like £10,000 times two, which is about 20,000 pounds. So I was like, okay, I will need to pay for £20,000, pay £20,000 of childcare for the next 2 years. How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that with a £2,000 salary? Yes, I am only earning £2,000 salary. For some people, it's a lot of money. For me, I feel like it's not a lot of money. Then I thought, okay, what do I need to do? I also want to buy a property. So how can I buy a property and basically pay for childcare with, as you could see on the terminal, with zero money as a down payment? So I said to myself, okay, I'm going to use the 3 pillars of wealth accumulation. What is the 3 pillars of wealth accumulation? Budget, save, invest. So I need to budget how much is the childcare going to cost, how much is the house going to cost. Save the amount for the childcare, and save for the down payment of the house. And I'm going to invest in my baby childcare and invest in my house, in my second property. So I thought, well, okay, let's do that. Let's calculate how much will it cost me. So now I'm going to go into detail, or how did I budget for it. As I say in the beginning of the video, basically, I know that my childcare will cost me about £900 a month for 2 years. So £900 a month for 2 years is 11,800 pound a year. So which is roughly 24,000 pound. So then I thought, okay, I will need to pay 24,000 pound of childcare for 2 years. Then, okay, let's say I will pay 24,000 pound for a house. What is a 24,000 pound for a house? As a deposit, as a down payment, as a second property, because I right now own my property, my main residence. So I said, okay, fair enough. If I want to put a down payment of £24,000, it is going to be what a house who costs £95,000. So for a house who costs, now you will tell me, well, a house who costs £95,000 is not a down payment of £24,000. Yes, this is where the trick starts. The trick starts as a house who costs £95,000 actually requires a down payment of £18,000. Yes, I hope you still follow me there. So for a house who costs £95,000, you need a down payment of £18,000. So, okay, that means I have a leftover of £6,000. What do I do with this leftover? With this leftover, I basically pay for solicitor fee, mortgage broker, stamp duty, and obviously putting stuff in the house, because my plan is to basically rent the house as a fully furnished house. So this left me with £6,000 to pay for solicitor fee, mortgage broker, stamp duty and furnishing of the house, which basically altogether, just with the mortgage fee, the broker fee will cost me £450. The solicitor fee will cost me about £1,200. And the stamp duty, because yes, we are in the UK and we are in 2019, so stamp duty for this property at £95,000 is literally about £2,500. So altogether, I know that I will need to put as a down payment for this £95,000, I will need to put £5,000 altogether of fees, because I need to do the research to know like if the house is completely fine, in the sense like if there is no risk of flood, if the house is really worth this amount of money, lot of different fees. Altogether is the £5,000 fees. So which lead me to £18,000 deposit plus £5,000 fee. So far we are at £23,000, which left me with £1,000 of what? Furnishing of the house, because I'm going to rent the house. If you want more detail about how I furnish the house and how do I pay for £1,000 furnishing, I will do that in the next video. But if you really want to know, and if you really want to give me the energy to do the next video about how did I furnish the house for £1,000, don't forget to please just click on the like button. I give you 1 second. Thank you so much for clicking on the like button, and thank you for staying tuned in. So, as I said, 3 pillars of wealth accumulation. The first one is budgeting, which I just did. I tell you what's my budget. My budget is £24,000 for 2 years of nursery and £24,000 for my property, who cost £24,000 of deposit for my property, who cost £95,000. So that means for saving, I need £24,000. £24,000. How did I do it? Simple. My house right now, where I'm living in, my residential house, is literally worth I have £24,000 as an equity from this property. When I have £24,000 as an equity from this property, what did I do? I remortgage the property. When I remortgage this property using my £24,000 worth of equity, what does it give me? So what my bank did, I did not change mortgage. I did not change my mortgage. I did not do anything different. There is someone who came to my house, who value my house, who said, yes, your house is worth this amount of money. We can give you this amount of money as a remortgage. Most people in England, what they do when they remortgage, a lot of my friends, for example, they redo their bathrooms, they redo their kitchen, they add more value in their property in order to resell it. Me, I did not feel like I need to redo my bathroom because it's fine. I did not feel like I need to redo my kitchen because it's fine. I just decided to invest my equity from my main residence property to buy a second property. So you will say, but free. Oh my God, it's going to cost you much more money on your mortgage in order to get this money. No, it is not. Basically, my mortgage right now, when I'm remortgaging, I am going to pay an extra £100 fees on the remortgage. So when I remortgage my property, every month I will need to pay an extra £100, which will bring my childcare cost at not only £900 a month, but because this is how I calculated it with £0, is basically it's going to bring up my childcare cost at £1,000 a month, sorry. So, but don't worry, I will explain you how I invest, how I do that. So I told you how I budgeted, I told you how I save with zero money as a down payment, zero money in my bank account, and now I'm going to tell you how I invest. How did I invest? As I said, I know that my property right now the mortgage is going to cost me £330 a month. In this area, a house of this price and everything to rent is going to be rented between £600 and £670 a month. That's the minimum. I know that the minimum, if I just really want to rent my house with no furnishing inside, it will cost me about £600 a month. I will need to receive as a money £600 a month. So with £300, £320 mortgage, plus the £100 of the remortgage, which is £420, plus I need to put in consideration my insurance for the property. I need to put in consideration the fact that if I want or if I don't want to use a letting agent in order to rent the property, and all the rest is basically in my pocket. You will say, oh, but how do you do with tax? Well, with tax, what do? I use my accountant. I normally already have my accountant. So this is money that I already pay every month. So it does not change anything in my budget to have this accountant. So this was literally how did I pay for child nursery for 2 years and buy a second property, which is my first investment property really, at the same time without using any of my money in my account. So I hope it answered your question. I hope you found this video really interesting. I hope I wasn't speaking too fast. Most of the time people say that I speak a lot, I speak quite fast, and with my French accent it's sometimes difficult to get it. Don't hesitate to slow the speed on your YouTube video. You know, you go in setting, you slow the speed, and then you get it right if you just want to do it. But anyway, that's how I did it. For those who did not want to wait to explain all the explanation and who came to the end of this video, basically, what did I do in order to buy the property and buy an investment property and at the same time pay for 2 years, not just 1, but 2 years of my childcare at £900 a month. I literally budget how much the childcare was going to cost me, which is £900, and budget how much the house is going to cost me, how much like deposit do I need for the house, which was £24,000. And I saved, well, I did not really need to save because I did not put any money. I just saved in the sense of calculating what will it cost me. Will it be better for me to literally put money from my own saving or actually use spare money? I think my money is better invested by using the equity from my residential property